I'm Peter Neaves.
I'm Kate Mirams. We're on the lands of the Coolong people, and we're farming here on the floodplain of the Macalister River.
It's a fully irrigated farm with water from Lake Maggie. We milk 300 to 320 cows, and we have 135 hectares here. And we have 2 staff as well as our sons.
So we've been here 22 years now, but when we first started here, the 2 things that were sort of front of mind were big mortgage, and we were in partnership with Peter's parents for 10 years to buy the farm. Like most other farmers in the district, we were really focused on high production ryegrass and clover pastures, using super, potash and increasing amounts of urea in order to grow the feed, make the milk and pay the mortgage.
We got dependent on it. We basically couldn't live without the urea after a while. When I first came out of university, I worked in Tasmania as an dairy extension officer, and the benchmark back then was to harvest 12 tonne to the hectare off an irrigated paddock without any nitrogen. I always had in the back of my mind that the 12 tonne was achievable without nitrogen if we ran the place well.
Early on, one of our biggest challenges was just enough time to really think about working on our business. We were so busy milking and doing all the farm work. And yeah, it's been really powerful to spend the time thinking about what's the future direction of our business.
Well, in terms of the farm, we had quite a few dry years. In the summer of 2018, 2019, we laser graded an area which had dried off, and we wanted to improve the irrigation there because it was poorly irrigated at the time. Unfortunately, because it was so dry, the soil became pulverised. The structure was destroyed by the laser grading, and we just wondered how we're going to get this back quickly.
At that stage, we didn't even know how much you could change the properties of soil. Does organic matter even do anything in terms of soil water holding capacity? What makes a great soil? And we thought, oh well, we live in Newry, so we've got one. But the laser grading told us, no, you can stuff a soil, and therefore you should be able to fix the soil.
And we thought, well, all these steep-rooted plants and stuff might be the answer for that. Get something happening right through the soil profile. That's when we started on the journey of putting in multi-species crops, really.
We then started looking for people who could help us learn how to do it, and we were so lucky that the West Gippsland CMA and Agriculture Victoria came on board to help us with the demonstration site. So we've got 6 bays in the trial, which is 3 reps of either a fairly conventional ryegrass clover with super, potash, urea, 3 bays of that, and each bay has a pair which is managed for soil health. In fact, that smells beautiful, that's really good. The impact of seeing how much we could change the soil behaviour, how much we could change the amount of feed grown on that soil, how it responded to irrigation, how deep the roots went, all of that has given us the confidence to take those soil health practices right across our farm, which we've been doing for the last probably 3.5 or 4 years now. When we started our first whole farm practice, the first thing we changed, which was still using granular urea, but to try and drop the amount per hectare.
We were able to cut back each year from the 240, gradually down to 20 kilos a hectare.
We're in a financial discussion group with local farmers. So the farmers in our benchmarking group are using between 200 and 430 kilos of nitrogen per hectare. If it's 12 tonnes of dry matter harvested per hectare, and then we divide that by the kilograms of nitrogen per hectare. The benchmark across the group is 50 and under, and for our farm in that year was 425 kilos of feed per kilo of nitrogen applied. So it just stands out as a massive difference.
So it's just showing the nitrogen's coming from somewhere, but not from the bag.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
We are in the Dairy Farm Monitor project, so for the last 20 years we've been monitoring our farm profitability compared to a lot of other farms. And this last year we were in the top 25% of Gippsland.
It's so powerful and valuable for us to continue benchmarking against what other farmers are doing. So we're not outside the realms of what is conventionally a practice that is possible. I think there's going to be an explosion in knowledge in the next 10 years that's going to really inform our practices around how to make better food. I'm just showing up to learn and to share and to learn and to share how to create vibrant soil.
The joy of farming is definitely about seeing abundance, of seeing cows that are happy, and definitely increasing insect life, bird life on the farm since we started these practices, and seeing life in the soil, everything thriving. I think you are potentially making a better place.
The other thing about farming in a more ecological way, it feels like a creative process. It's like a piece of art across the farm. There's that tension between being totally in control, and the other side of it is just, we don't have to understand it all, but when we let nature come to the party and help us, it does, and it's a miracle. It's an amazing thing to work with.